How's it going out there? Welcome from H2TechVideos. Today I'm going to be doing the Galaxy Tab 4 7.0 for beginners. I'm going to give you a basic walkthrough of the tablet, kind of explain what you need to know to operate the tablet, and just kind of where everything is and just how it functions. Okay, so we're going to jump right in, and first just kind of want to show you the outside features first. Obviously the charger is at the bottom, so pretty simple right there. We have our volume rockers right here, so volume up, volume down, and we have this is your sleep button / your power button. And let me kind of explain how that works. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold, if you press it and let go, it's going to put it to sleep. Press it again, it's going to wake it up. But what you can also do is you can hold down on it, and if you hold down on the button for, like, just say count 1/1000, it will bring up device options, which will allow you to power off the tablet, put it in the airplane mode, or you can restart it. You can also switch between mute and sound, so if you need to put it on silent really quick, you just hold down on that sleep button and then you can choose between mute or sound. So that's just a little feature right there. And then after that, want to go over the buttons at the bottom here. You have 3 buttons here. We have our multitask button, we have our home button, and we have our back button. And so with this menu button, right, not menu, excuse me, used to be menu, not menu anymore. The way this button works is you tap it and it will show you all the apps that are currently running. So these are all the apps that are currently running. And I'm going to hit close all right here, and then that closes all the apps. Okay, now to go into a little more detail, right now, so I just closed all the running apps. So if I press it again, it says no recent apps. So there won't be any recent apps until I open up something new. So let's say I open Asphalt 8. So let's say it's opening. Now I'm going to press the home button to go back to the home screen. And a lot of people don't know that when you open an app and then you just you hit the home button right here, it doesn't actually close the app. It just takes you back to the home screen. So if I tap the multitask button right here, it's going to show that Asphalt 8 is still running. You see that? So the app doesn't actually close until you hit that multitask button, and then you either hit close all, or you can just swipe it up like that. So it's important to note that, because a lot of times people keep their apps running and they don't even know it, all because they thought because they went back to the home button, to the home screen, that it just closes the app automatically. It doesn't until you hit this button right here. Now another thing you want to do after you do hit close all, you want to hit task manager, and then you want to hit RAM, and then you want to hit clear memory. And what this does is it'll close any extra background functions that are running, so that the tablet will run even faster. So I definitely encourage you to do that a couple times a day, just so your tablet continues to run smooth and quick, and you make sure nothing is running that you don't know about. Next we have here the home button, and so whatever app that you're in, if you press the home button, it takes you back to this screen, which this is your home screen right here. So for example, if I was to go to my files and I hit the home button, it's going to take me back to the home screen. You see that? If I were to go to video, tap on video and hit the home button, I go back to the home screen. That's just how it works. Okay, now this button serves a couple of other functions as well. If you hold the button, it brings up what's called Google Now. And what Google Now does is it basically learns and kind of like keeps a record of things that you search via Google, and then it helps to give you updates on those things without you having to ask. So that's a cool little plus feature, and to get to it you just have to again hold this button down, which is your home button. Now what you can also do, and this button serves a third purpose, if we press it twice, we have to press, it will launch this. So it looks like they might have taken that feature out. You used to be able to press it twice and then it would launch S-Voice. So they may not have supported that feature on the new tablet. Totally fine. We'll just go ahead and keep going. So next we have here what's called our back button. And let me explain how this works. So let's say I go into an app. I go into the Play Store, which is where you download new games or applications, books, music, things like that. So I'm in the app, and let's say I want to look for an app. So I tap Apps, and then let's say I tap Mr. Porter. So I opened the app, then I went to the app section, and then I clicked on something in there. Now, what the back button does is it lets you take one step back from the step you just took. So if I press this back button right here, it takes me back here. If I press it again, I'm now back to this screen. And if I'm on this screen, if I press it one more time, it's going to take me out of the app. So you use that button to kind of go backwards. Maybe if you tap something you didn't mean to press, you can press that back button and it will help you get back from it. So that's definitely handy. You'll use that in a lot of apps. Okay. Now I believe this button does one more thing. If we hold down on it, that's right. Okay. So with the multitask button, if we hold down on it, it will take you to this page view and it'll show you all the different pages of your home screen. So if you wanted to add another page, so right now this is one page with apps on it. This is another page and this is a third page. So if we hit the plus, we can add a fourth page and a fifth page. You can keep adding pages, you know, because you may want to have your email on one, you may want to have notes on one. You can really customize it. That's why I let you add multiple pages. And then if we want to get rid of one, we're just going to hold down on it and drag it up to remove. But remember, first you have to just put your finger on it and wait, and then it lifts up, and then we can drag it to remove. And we'll do this one too. Oh, let's try it again. Hold down. Oh, hold down. Gotta make sure you're on the button there. Okay, and we're gonna hold down it, drag it up to remove. Perfect. Okay, and then to get out of this, we're just gonna hit the home button and it takes us back home. Okay, now next at the bottom here we have this, which is a shortcut to get to Google. So if we want to search something, all we do is just tap Google. And it takes us right here, and then we could type in anything we want to search, from a restaurant name or a sports team, or we want to Google how far is the Earth from the moon. We can just type it in and it will take us, it'll do a Google search for it. Now here's the cool part too. There's a microphone here, and if you tap the microphone, you can actually do a voice search. It's kind of the same thing when you press them, but I'll show you what the difference is. So if we tap that mic there, then I can Google begins to listen, and then I can search for something. So let me try it again, because I can't talk while I do it or it'll mess it up. So tap the microphone here. Indiana Pacers. See that? So
the Pacers are trailing the Heat 38-33 in the second quarter.
I should be watching that right now. Just kidding. So that's the cool part, is you can use that microphone to search different things. You know, you don't have to type it in, you can just say it. Now another cool little thing a lot of people don't know about, you can also use it to set timers and reminders, calendar appointments. Let me show you. Set timer for 30 minutes.
Setting alarm for 7:13 p.m.
So it'll set an alarm, and then we just tap set alarm and you're done. At night, usually when I'm really tired and I know I need to set some type of alarm for myself and I'm too tired to type it in, I'll just use the voice search and then have it create the alarm for me. So that's just kind of a cool little, you know, tip that a lot of people don't know about. So now you know, because you watch this video. All right, the next thing we're going to go over is this right here, which is called your app drawer. If you tap this, it lets you get to all the apps that are on the tablet. Right now, we can only see just a couple of the apps, but there's a lot more that are on there that we can't see. Android tablets tend to be a little bit different from Apple devices. On an Apple tablet, excuse me, on an iPad, any app you download is always going to be on one of these screens, but it's different for a Samsung tablet. So you would go here to your app drawer, and then we get to all the rest of our apps. So you see there's so many more on here that aren't even on those home screen pages. So if you wanted to open up one of the apps that wasn't on that page but that's on here, we hit that app drawer button. So let's try it again. So app drawer, and maybe I want to go to world clock. So I'm going to tap world clock, and then that's how I get into that. You also may even download new apps or new games, which you do through the Play Store right here. And they may not show up on this screen, but you know they're going to be in here. So we'll tap there, and then you just look through here until you find the app you're looking for. Now up here we have apps, and we have what are called widgets. And widgets are kind of like they're extensions of apps that let you interact with your apps without actually opening them. So just to give you an example, this is a calendar widget. So if I press down on it, I can move it and put it on my home screen. So now I don't have to necessarily open my calendar. I can just see my calendar right from my home screen. So this is an example of a widget. Like, just give you an example, on iPads, you can't put anything like this on your home screen. You can only put apps. Well, with Android, you can actually create, and basically, well, you can't create widgets. There's only certain ones, but you find your widgets in the app drawer, and you can look through here and see if you see any cool ones that you like. For example, you may want to be able to see your email on the home screen. You can drag this to that front screen, and then it'll show you every time you get new emails. So that's a cool feature right there. And then as well, there's an app called Hangouts, and it'll show you, you can actually link up your text messages and see when people text you. And there's a bunch of other cool ones in here. So definitely look through here, because you may find some cool things that you may want to put on your home screen. This is even bookmarks for the internet, so you don't have to always type in the website over and over again. Now we're going to go back to home again by hitting our home button. So the next thing we're going to go over is what are called multi-window apps, and this is how you can look at multiple apps at one time. Now what you're going to do is take your finger and you're going to start on the edge, and you're going to drag to the left. And that brings up this little menu right here. Let's try one more time. Finger on the edge. So we're off the screen. We're right on the bezel, which is this little black part right here. And we're just going to slide it to the left. Oh, mess up. Try it again. Slide, and there we go. So these are all the apps, or these are some of the apps that you can look at on the screen. You can look at it more than one on the screen at the same time. So let me show you how it works. Swipe over. I'm going to drag YouTube. And then I'm going to pick one more. Maybe I want to look at the internet. So I'm going to hold the internet, and I'm going to drag it over like that. So now you can actually look at the internet, and you could search online while you're looking at a YouTube video at the bottom here. Let me just show you an example of that. So I'm on YouTube. Let's say I'm looking at videos. I can tap this video and I can watch it right now, and then I can come up here. I'm going to pause it because I don't want it to play, but I could look at this video down here, and then up here I could be on Facebook, and I could actually be searching through and looking at my news feed at the same time while I'm watching a YouTube video. Okay, so this is just a really cool feature that you're only going to find on Samsung tablets, on the Galaxy tablets, which specifically this one and the there's about 4 out that do it right now, but a lot of the older ones don't do this. But it lets you look at 2 apps at one time. And let me just show you this. I'm going to swipe over. Now you have these 12, but if I tap down here and tap edit, you have more you can choose from. So you have your calendar, you have these are some special office programs you can use to look at Word, Excel, and PowerPoints. You have memos, your Play Store. So these are other apps. Maybe you want to use one of these over here. All you're going to do is hold down on it and drag it, and then it goes on this list. So maybe I'll do that one, and I'll do the calendar. So I'm going to hold down it and just drag it over here like that. And then I'm going to hit done. And now I can switch out this YouTube window and say, you know what, I want to put memos down there. So I can hold down memos and drag it right there. And now it's memos instead of the YouTube app. And then you have this little dot right in the center. You can use that to make one bigger or make one smaller. You see that? So the cool thing is you can really adjust it how you want. We can even turn this sideways as well, and then we can look at it left and right. So you can really customize it. So that's multi-window, and that's a cool new feature that just came to the Tab series. So definitely excited about that. And the last thing I want to go over with you guys is what's called the notification panel. And we're going to just swipe down from the top here. And right here, this is where it's going to show you all type of notifications. So if you download a new app, if you have a new email, if someone sends you a message, you have a Facebook message, it all shows up right here. So to get to it, all you have to do is start where it says Samsung and just slide your finger down like that. And it'll show you anything new you have. And you can just slide it away after you've seen it, or you can tap the X and it closes everything. So that's one function of that. We're going to open it up again. We also have here our brightness button. So if you want to control how bright or dark the tablet is, we do that all from right here. And then from here we also have our volume, so we can make it louder or we can put it on silent, all from the notification panel. And then we also have what are called switches, just to turn things on and off really quick. So you can turn your Wi-Fi on and off. So when it's green, it's on, and when it's gray, it's off. So right now it's off, and I'm going to tap it, and now it's back on again. This is your GPS, sound. This is the screen rotation. So you know how when I take the tablet and I turn it sideways, if you want it to rotate, you want to make sure this is lit up. If you don't want it to rotate, then we would just turn that off. And now when I turn the tablet sideways, it's not going to turn with me. You see that? But if I press it and turn it on, now it will rotate. It just takes a second. Alright? And we have a few more switches over here. We just slide, and we have our multi-window, our sync, smart stay, blocking mode. So those are a couple that are on there. And then we can tap this button right here, and then we have a few more to choose from. There's not too many more actually on this one. Normally there's a lot more you can choose from. We're going to tap here to get back to our menu, and then we're going to just swipe right back up. And that's it, guys. This is pretty much it in terms of just the basics. I wanted to make sure you guys knew where everything is. And that's it. You got your buttons at the bottom, your app drawer. You have your notifications. Okay, and from there, what you're going to want to do is just go to the Play Store and start downloading, looking for games, looking for movies. And so if you want to look for some new games or apps, just go to apps, and you can either look at everything that's on here, or you can just tap the magnifying glass, and then you can search for a specific app that you're looking for. If it's a solitaire game, watch this. I can just tap the microphone, solitaire. And then it's going to do a search for solitaire games. So real simple, easy way to look for new games for your tablet. And so real quick, if we want to download one, let's say we want to do Spider Solitaire, we can tap it first and look at some pictures of what the app looks like. And from there, we're just going to tap install, and then we're going to press accept. And then it's going to download right to the tablet. So this has been the Galaxy Tab 4 7.0 for beginners. Again, wanted to just give you a basic walkthrough of how to use the tablet, where everything is, and I hope you guys found this helpful. Make sure you like, favorite, and share the video if you did find it helpful. Make sure you also share it with anyone that you know that has this tablet that maybe is having trouble using it. This video could be a great aid in just helping them get started with how to use it. Alright, take care. Make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/H2TechVideos, and keep an eye out for more videos. Have a good one.